Ambrose has the opportunity to prove himself correct tonight. If he can defeat his former best friend and Shield brother, then it was all worth it. But that said, Dean is treading on dangerous ground. I still cannot believe we find ourselves here today in the situation that we're in. It was at 2012 at this event, TLC, where the Shield, Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns had their first ever match in WWE. A six-man tag match that night. And here now, 6 years later, it has come down to this. You're all gonna see it. You're all gonna watch it. Get a good look at this, all right? Get a good look at this. You watch what happens. Exactly what we're going to between Rollins and Ambrose. Disdain, contempt. For Seth Rollins, you have to imagine, Corey, that this matchup tonight will be about keeping emotions in check as he defends his Intercontinental Championship. Seth Rollins is incredibly focused tonight. He needs to forget the fact that he's facing his former Shield brother. He needs to put the betrayal behind him. Concentrate on picking up a victory and keeping the title.
And he always has.
Rollins, I'm sorry.
The following contest is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 225 pounds, Dean Ambrose. His opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 217 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins.
Both of these men, two-time Intercontinental champions, Rollins and Ambrose. It is for one of the most prestigious titles in sports entertainment history. A championship held by over a dozen WWE Hall of Famers over the years, the Intercontinental title. And I guarantee you there's one person watching this matchup tonight with avid interest. That man would be the third member of the Shield, Roman Reigns, who is battling leukemia. Interested to see what is going to happen in this match here tonight.
Got to tear Roman up inside, seeing what's transpired between these two.
Well, Graves, to answer your question, the move that Dean Ambrose is in this week, it's always the same. I mean, his man does not change his tune all that much. He's always got a bit of this smug look on his face. Not toward me.
Ambrose just questioned Rollins' heart.
You wanted this fight. Let's do this. The mind games are done. Come on, pal.
It's going to be at all awkward this year for the holidays, not having a Christmas card from Rollins.
The match, Corey, enough of Renee's relationship with her husband, Dean, and now Rollins and Ambrose get underway in this match.
Well,
I'm a journalist.
Okay, well, speaking of being a journalist, an unfortunate aspect for me is I do try to get a word with Seth Rollins, and he won't give me the time of day now. So, yeah, it is actually affecting me a little bit.
For what it's worth, Rollins hasn't given anybody the time of day all day long. I haven't seen him this focused in quite some time.
Oh, Rollins either. You have to admit, Corey, that you've known Seth Rollins for most of your career here. Close friends with Seth. He's completely different as well.
Well, that's what Dean Ambrose says. He says that he's not the one that changed of the Shield members. He said that Seth changed, Roman changed. Dean's been the same the entire time. He's been loyal, ride or die.
Oh, and a right hand by Seth Rollins.
I mean, that's your point of view, and you're entitled to it. I mean,
it's a conversation I had with the man. It's not my opinion.
You know, both of these men, Rollins and Ambrose, won Money in the Bank ladder matches and would cash in. In fact, Seth Rollins did it right up the road in Santa Clara at WrestleMania a few years ago. One of the great WrestleMania moments of all time as Ambrose now buries a boot in the midsection and follows it up with a clubbing blow to the back of the neck.
cat-like agility from Rollins.
And Seth off the top rope, flying clothesline. Ambrose goes down.
I got to question Seth Rollins' decision-making right here. It seemed like he was taking a little bit of time. You don't want to waste time with someone as dangerous as Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, but I'm sure that Seth wants Dean to suffer. And now Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, but if Seth Rollins gets wrapped up in making Dean Ambrose suffer, that's a good way to make a mistake, a flaw that could cost him the Intercontinental title.
And
Seth
here
Rollins.
comes Rollins. Ambrose. Oh, right on the announce table, face first. As Ambrose intercepted Seth.
He's a maniac.
And now the challenger. He'll take control. Remember, in order to win the Intercontinental Championship, Ambrose must pin or submit Rollins. champion's advantage here tonight. Not done yet. Again. Bounces Rollins off the announce table. And now, going to drive Rollins back into the ring and continue the attack.
Again, clearly Dean Ambrose has had so much time to suss out Seth Rollins. He knows him better than anybody. It's actually almost a year ago today that Dean Ambrose had to undergo surgery on his tricep, which gave him more time at home to just sit back and reflect on where his career's gone, where his teammates have gone.
I bet you he was a bundle of laughs at home during that time period, right?
Yeah, you try having staph infection, being stuck on the couch with somebody like Dean Ambrose who's spent day in, day out on the road, constantly living to fight for his dream.
I got this bad habit of taking showers. I don't know.
And Ambrose continuing to control Seth Rollins here in this Intercontinental Championship match. That crossface.
So, I mean, let's be honest, Renee, I'm sure he was hell to deal with at home.
Nice suplex, floats into the cover. Here's the hook of the leg and a kick out.
Justifiably so, stayed away from him.
I didn't stay away from him. He's my husband. But, I mean, yeah, you see somebody go through some dark times. He's never had time like that off in his entire life. Then he gets staph infection. He's at home dealing with that brutal infection. Of course he went through some dark times. You got to give a man some space.
Was he bored?
I don't know if he's bored.
Corey, what is your issue?
Yeah, what is your problem?
Call the match. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, and now a kick right to the midsection by Ambrose. Dean would love to take the Intercontinental title from Seth Rollins. Rub it in his face here tonight.
Put it on the mantle right by the Christmas tree.
Elbow, cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out at 2.
Christmas cactus.
Cover again by Dean for the title, and a kick out. And this is the pace right now that Dean Ambrose wants. Do not allow Seth Rollins to rev it up.
Clearly, Dean's put in so much time to get under the skin of Seth Rollins. It's been very effective thus far, goading Seth Rollins out into the ring, putting him in this precarious situation. Dean Ambrose knows exactly what he's doing going into his Intercontinental Championship matchup.
I completely agree with you on that, Renee.
Well, a lot of people believe Dean Ambrose is jealous, especially when he's had all the success that Seth has had, screaming at Seth over the past few weeks. Why do you always have to be right? Why do you always have to get your way? It's not always about you, Seth.
I don't think that it's jealousy. I think it's a man thing, like he's been taken for granted, constantly having to step up to the plate for Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Not getting any of the glory.
Well, I guess you would see it that way since you are married to Dean, but nonetheless, Dean from behind, waist lock, elbow planted on the jaw.
You got to wonder how much of it is the case behind the man when it comes to glory.
Oh, and what a clothesline! Is it enough to win the Intercontinental Championship? And a kick out by Rollins. And Ambrose. Elbow again, right to the face of Rollins. Cover, is it enough? And a kick out at 2. Seth Rollins stays in this. Despite that, impact by the clothesline. Surprise has been all Dean Ambrose, Corey, so far?
I'm a little shocked. I would have expected Seth Rollins to have a little more offense to this point, but Ambrose came into this one with a game plan, obviously, and it's working out very, very well.
Everyone wants to sit back and call this man a lunatic. I mean, he clearly knows what he's doing. He's a marshal of the ring.
Well, he is a bit strange. There's no doubt about that. And here's Rollins. And nice neck breaker by Ambrose. Cover. Hook of the leg. Both legs hooked and a kick out by the champ. Ambrose again into the cover and a kick out by Rollins. For a third time, Ambrose tries to win the title, and Rollins stays in it. And perhaps now Ambrose getting frustrated.
If it comes to frustration, that's something Dean Ambrose can't let get the better of him. Seth Rollins will capitalize and make Dean pay for any mistake. The problem is Ambrose hasn't really made any mistakes at this point.
I definitely don't think this is what Seth Rollins thought was in order for him tonight.
Taunting Rollins. No, and Seth fires back. And Dean with a boot right in the face. And now the right hands.
The slap from Rollins just incensed Ambrose.
Uh-oh. That landed on his feet. Rolled through by Ambrose here. Shoulders are down. Seth reverses into a cover of his own and a near fall for the champ. Oh, face first into the corner. And now Rollins, important moment here, can buy himself a little bit of time and look to regroup.
The Architect trying to get the adrenaline pumping. Making his way back to his feet. So is Ambrose. Oh, what a move by Dean. Hyperextending the knee. Followed up.
Oh, right to the knee again. And Rollins is in trouble. And Ambrose.
Ambrose looking for a cloverleaf.
If Rollins taps to the
in.
cloverleaf, it's over.
Ambrose making a smart decision, targeting Seth Rollins' surgically repaired knees.
And now with the cloverleaf locked in, Rollins center of the ring, we can see a new champion. And Rollins trying to crawl now to the bottom rope and force some sort of break. Rollins dragging Ambrose with him. Can Seth get there? Can he survive? Listen to Rollins in pain. No. Refusing to tap out, but he may have no choice. Seth, one last gasp effort. Makes it to the bottom rope to force the break, but has the damage been done? And Ambrose continuing the pressure. He has a 5 count to break.
Just a brutal damage done to Seth's knees already. Pure assault.
And Rollins just falls out of the ring. I don't believe he can put any pressure on the left leg.
Dean Ambrose seems to be relishing in this moment.
Of course he is. He wants Rollins to suffer.
I am not a joke, all right? You will never.
Oh, and Rollins hanging Ambrose up, and now Seth Rollins looks to rally. Oh, right across the back of the neck, and Ambrose is hurt.
Seth hasn't really been able to muster too much sustained offense in this matchup. Now could be a big-time opportunity, but will the knee hold up?
That's the big factor here. Clearly, Dean Ambrose targeting that knee of Seth just to take him down.
Oh, went for the suicide dive, and Ambrose caught him with the right hand.
Nothing fancy, extremely effective.
And a swing play by Seth. Oh, and a blockbuster, and Rollins is rolling, but the knee. He went back to the injured knee, and that could come into play as this match goes along.
Seth.
Uh-oh. Backdrop. Seth lands on his feet, but bang the knee up again. Ducks underneath Ambrose. Sends Ambrose over the top rope out to the floor. And now Seth Rollins patented suicide dive. This time, he drives Dean into the barricade.
Did you see Rollins wince when he landed?
And Seth Rollins is in a bad way, but he's mustering all he can.
And again, he takes out Ambrose, and again goes to the injured knee.
It's obvious that the adrenaline started to flow through Rollins, able to run on that knee for a few moments, but no sort of sustainability. Rollins is a dangerous competitor in this situation, well, but he's only got one good leg.
Well, Seth Rollins, he wants to beat Dean Ambrose, punish Dean Ambrose, center of the ring. He doesn't want any count-out victories.
This is where Seth needs to remove the emotion from the equation. Seth can't focus on righting the wrongs.
Ambrose back to his feet, and again, Seth took a little too much time, and I think it had to do with the bad knee.
There was nothing willing about that slow ascent to the top rope. It was as fast as Seth could go, which just unfortunately isn't fast enough right now.
Ambrose pointing to all the WWE Universe. That's just one of the problems he has with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, how much they wanted the love and affection of the WWE Universe. That's not what the Shield was about.
And Rollins with a headbutt. That's Dean's take. Other people see it completely differently, but nonetheless, Rollins, what is he going to do to Dean Ambrose here? Sunset. Oh, the knee! The knee gave out. Rollins' knee gave out. To your point, Corey, a history of major knee issues for Seth Rollins.
It was that exact maneuver Seth Rollins injured his knee performing.
A couple of years ago, cost him months of his career. Cost him the championship.
Seth, they're still in there.
The buckle bomb. Cover. Ambrose at 2.
Nothing short of amazing that Rollins was able to carry the weight of Dean Ambrose all the way across the ring to deliver the buckle bomb.
A forward momentum on his side.
To your point earlier, Corey, it was a knee injury that cost Seth the World Championship at one point, almost cost him WrestleMania a couple of years ago. Rollins back to his feet. And Seth looking to burn it down. Kick right to the midsection. Ambrose, though, follows it up with a knee. Seth just having a problem putting any momentum together. Any sustained offense.
Any bit of space that Seth makes for himself, Dean Ambrose is right there behind him. sucker for punishment.
Dean misses wildly. Oh, a collision in the middle of the ring, and both men are down. And now a critical moment in this Intercontinental Championship match.
Let's take one more look at this high-impact collision. Boom. Both superstars with the same idea, looking for a cross-body.
Rollins on your left, the champion. Ambrose, the challenger, on your right. Headbutt by Dean.
Ooh, open hand strikes from both men. Like a hockey fight in a Shark Tank.
Well, you knew it was going to come to this.
I'm surprised it took this long.
They're enjoying picking each other apart for a while, but now it's just a full-on brawl.
And a headbutt by Rollins. Seth missed wildly. Now Ambrose.
Pay for it.
Face first. Is it enough to win the Intercontinental Championship? Hook of the leg and a kick out at 2.
How long till Ambrose starts to feel the frustration and wondering why he can't put his former brother away as we take another look at the double chicken wing face buster executed by Dean. Wasn't enough to keep Seth down and capture the Intercontinental title.
I don't know if Seth is going to like what he sees from Dean Ambrose once he gets frustrated.
Dean now, it's his turn to go up to the top rope. Looking for the big bomb to put this one away, perhaps. Rollins going to meet him. No, the knee slipped again. The knee slipped momentarily.
Rollins was able to recover.
And Dean took advantage again. Every time Seth goes high risk, the knee gives out, and it allows Ambrose to put Rollins away. To the cover. Thought he was going to go for the cover, but he's going to drag Ambrose.
Smart move. We can have a new champion.
Ambrose, and a kick out. Pulling Seth away from the ropes and forcing him to kick out. Smart move by Ambrose.
Laughing now, baby. Laughing now. Think it's all fun and games now, deal?
Who exactly is the moral compass addressing at this point?
He's sick of being laughed at. He felt like he was the brunt end of the joke.
Renee, he's talking to himself. Sorry, but he is.
He's focusing.
Oh, Ambrose looking for dirty deeds, and the champion rolled out of harm's way. And now Ambrose mocking Rollins. The burn it down from Seth. Rollins. Oh, caught him with an enziguri.
Ripcord
knee.
Oh,
right in the nose. Is that enough for Rollins to put him away? Cover. Hook of the leg now on Dean Ambrose, who kicks out. Both of these men punishing each other.
Seth Rollins with the ripcord knee right on the bridge of Dean's nose. Now Seth now slowly making his way to the top rope, looking for something big. Send this one home.
Wait for the frog splash. Ambrose got his knees up, rolls him over into the package. Hook of the leg and a kick out at 2. Almost won the title.
Look at this, Seth Rollins soaring through the skies of San Jose. Picture perfect frog splash interrupted by the knees of Ambrose, and we almost had a new champion.
Both men exhausted, drained physically and obviously emotionally as well after what's transpired over the past number of months. Kick the midsection for dirty deeds. Rollins blocks again, drives Ambrose into the corner. And Dean kick to the face, and Dean going to go back up to the top ropes.
Ambrose perched up top. Wait a minute, Rollins.
Superplex, and he floats through. Rollins looking for the Falcon Arrow, connecting. Is it enough to win to retain the championship? And a kick out at 2, and that may have been Rollins' moment.
I don't know how much time's left on that knee for Seth. That might have been it. Seth looks like he's trying to think up some kind of a plan in this situation.
They're in the deep water now.
Oh, Rollins, after everything Dean Ambrose has done to him, Roman Reigns. Rollins would love to make Ambrose pay, and he unloads with a right hand.
This is the fight you wanted, Ambrose. This is the fight you wanted, you son of a bitch. Oh.
I'm saying this is the fight you wanted.
Seth has him right in his crosshairs.
Wait a minute. That is the Shield's fist bump that joined the trio as brothers.
And Ambrose is having second thoughts.
The Hounds of Justice.
Brothers fight.
And Rollins will not forgive nor forget. Kick right to the face of Ambrose.
Incensed Rollins.
Ambrose tackling him, and now the emotions coming out of Seth Rollins as he drives Ambrose into the barricade, and it looks like Rollins has gone over the boiling point.
It's like that adrenaline set in for Seth Rollins.
I think that Ambrose sticking his fist out, almost mocking the old Shield, really got to Rollins, and Rollins now going to make Ambrose pay as he drives Ambrose into the barricade. That was the breaking point, I believe, for Seth Rollins. Boom!
Seth Rollins just shifted into expert mode.
And now a count of 6 for the official, a count of 7 now. Ambrose down and out. And look at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins out to get Ambrose. Seth Rollins wants to beat Ambrose in the center of the ring. Embarrass him, punish him.
It didn't have to be this way, Ambrose. I did not want it to come to this. You understand me? You hear me? This isn't just for me. This isn't for all of them, huh? You listen to me. This is for all of us. And for Roman Reigns, you piece of shit.
Rollins looking to put Ambrose away. Dirty deeds from out of nowhere for Ambrose.
We're going to have a new champion.
Dean Ambrose into the cover. Hook of the leg on Rollins. We've got a new champion.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose.
Ambrose took advantage of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins' emotions getting the best of him. Dean Ambrose is your new Intercontinental Champion. Nobody will be any more frustrated, I can guarantee you, than Seth Rollins.